Sorry, my phone overheated, so I couldn't continue with the live on that particular phone. So I was saying, yeah, so that's basically what happened on Sunday. We took the things there and we left. Obviously, we couldn't have stayed because you could already sense the hostility in the environment. I don't know what transpired between Mwizukanji and Vatake Tendai, to be honest. I don't think it's my business, so it's not something that I like to meddle into. What I do know is whatever underlying issues that they have should be sorted out between the two of them. Don't drag me into your messes. For the longest time, I've been dragged into their issues. Mwizukanji is, I don't know, maybe they're failing to address each other. I really don't understand what's going on. But I feel like I shouldn't be dragged into it. At this point, we have 2 kids. I have my kid with him. She has hers with him as well. And at the end of the day, for me, what I feel is priority is, regardless of whether we get along or not, those kids are siblings. They need to grow up as siblings. We can have our issues, but where kids are concerned, let us learn to establish a boundary and let them relate as sisters. So I gave it time because I felt like I wasn't in the place to force it. I know these things normally happen with time. You don't rush them. So I gave it some space. But when the birthday thing came out and I communicated with his sister, Precious, and she told me to say, oh, no, it's okay. She actually says Tendai can come through and take there's a photo shoot and whatnot. For me, right, what needed to be done. So clearly we have a lot of underlying issues here. I'm not one to... Sorry, people keep calling me. I'm not one to bring my family issues on Facebook. There are functions that happen. There are events, there are special dates like birthdays that I feel is okay for me to come out and say, oh, happy birthday, Tendai. Happy birthday, Wukata. Moreover, it's not just Tendai that I'm raising in my house. I have 4 other kids here. All of them I special to me. There's no one that's above the other. I try to treat them as equal as I can. So I made that post in good faith. I made that post because I never want a situation where Tendai's birthday is coming, and so it's in July, the 15th of July, and I'm going to post. And I don't want to be asked, why is it that on Tendai's birthday you posted and on Mwizukanji's birthday you did not? Because to me, they are both my kids. One, I found, that's his daughter, and everything that he loves, I love. So for me, you will not find me trying to put one kid above the other. At the end of the day, regardless of what the personal feelings are between the mother, me, and the father, those kids are siblings. My child will remain his child. If he chooses to remarry, that child will become stepchild to another woman, and I would love to build a relationship with that woman for my child's own well-being. I have said things which are offensive. I at some point came on Facebook Live. After pressure had mounted, there was so much drama behind the scenes. People kept on calling me and telling me I was wrong. I was blocking this man from being a father to his child, which has never happened. From the get-go, despite what their issues have been, I've always pushed him. Their issues are their issues, but I've always done my part. So for me, it was a annoying situation to be called and asked all these questions. I can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do, whether it's Mwizukanji Tendai. I can't. So, so yeah, whatever their issues are, those are their issues. For me, my part comes in when I have to start factoring in the fact that we have 2 kids that both need to be loved equally. Yeah. So clearly there are a lot of underlying feelings that I honestly don't want to be a part of anymore. I feel like I'm starting a phase in my life where I want to be free. I want to be happy. I want my daughter to be able to tell me to say, Mommy, I miss Wukata. Can I go and meet Wukata? Can Wukata come here? And that happens. Whether I'm still with her dad or not. That's my goal for me. And I'm doing it for my child, not for me. I have my own personal feelings towards the situation, but I choose to put those things aside because there are kids involved. If you come from a broken home, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be 23 years old and then told to say, oh, you have a sister. It's not a nice situation to be in. So because Mwizukanji has taken offense clearly by my post, I would like to apologize to her. Whatever it is that I said, I said it out of anger. anger that was fueled by her, to be honest. So I would like to apologize. I hope my apology will give you peace, and from here we can move on for the sake of the children. You wrote something in the post that you was addressing me. You said if it wasn't for you, your child would have died of malnutrition. Years now. Am I lying, babe? I have been pushing for at least 2 years now in my life for the child support issue to be sorted out. Just yesterday I was saying to my husband I feel like it's better maybe we take this issue to court, because at the end of the day the person who's going to suffer is the child. She'll come and she's 20 years old and she'll ask her dad, why weren't you here? For me, that has always been my standing point in this situation from beginning. From before we had issues with this lady, that has been my standing point, the kids. So I reached out in December. I have the screenshots to her older brother James. I sent him a message saying, Muzi, where they addressed the child support issue. I said, the child is growing. I think it's about time we start doing our part as well. Because we can't live freely knowing very well that there's a child this side that needs support. I have everything I need. Tendai has everything she needs. I don't know whether Bukata has everything she needs because we are not there. But all we can do is do our part and support the child. He told me to say, let me call the mother. I'll get back to you. And I respected that. I said, okay. A day passed. I asked him to say, I'm asking for the account details. I would like to deposit something for Bukata. He didn't answer. And then later got back to me and said, the mother said she's not comfortable with it. So what was I supposed to do in that situation? Maybe there are people who've been in similar situations who know how to handle such things. I understand they have their issues now. Elton, according to Elton, he's not holding anything against her. So if she has anything against him, I would like to believe that those are their issues. I don't want to get involved. Tendai should not get involved. Bukata should not get involved. Let them. That's okay for me. I will rest when both are. That is what I had to say. So hopefully now people have rest and they can move on freely. We can all move on freely from this situation because I'm I'm tired of it, man. I've had enough. If I was to sit on Facebook and list the amount of things that I'm owed an apology for, you'd be very shocked as well. So for saying your child was conceived in 3 weeks,